Huh?
Hello.
This is how I make the most out of a simple rental karting practice session. Today I'm joined by a good friend of mine called Bob. This session took place in the longest indoor karting track in the Netherlands, located in Den Haag. This track is around 1.2 kilometers long. Usually, public rental sessions go three ways. 1. It's chaotic and fun with competition. 2. You can lock in and actually practice. Or 3. The rest are all incredibly slow and they get in the way. During the first heat, the kart that I got was absolute dog ass. Luckily, during the second heat, I got to drive a better kart. And then we finally get to go. Except I don't get to go. Except I do get to go! After setting off, the first thing I do is warm up the tires a bit. It's indoors and the track was already warm from previous heats, so this wasn't super necessary, but it still helped a bit.
You are healed. I have healed you.
Preparation for a session starts before you even step foot in the kart. One of the best tips I got is to check out the track beforehand on YouTube to see how other people drive it. I find that driving and actually setting a decent lap time is quite a bit easier when you watch someone else, because when you get on track you can test if their lines actually are faster or not and then copy the best parts.
Hello.
Now here, I overtook Bob because his setup into the corner was suboptimal, and thus he had a slow exit. Low speed meant I could easily overtake him. Here for some reason he went wide and left a gap, and you know what they say about a gap. 3 corners later, a shocking performance of awareness is displayed, as I get nearly squeezed into the wall and someone else does get put into the wall. Let me run you through one of my laps. I start the lap off by keeping left and setting up for the double hairpin. Here I try to ideally keep full grip because slip angle in these karts slow you down a lot, which is suboptimal because you need a good exit for a straight. Then you keep it tight into the next corner and go close to the wall. Again, keep full grip so as to not slow the kart down for the uphill. Here, go flat out and turn in early so that you don't go wide and have to account for the barrier that is closer than expected. At this hairpin you can use a bit of slip angle so that you can slow the kart down more and thus push your braking point further up. However, don't use too much slip angle because otherwise your kart will bog down on the uphill. Then just go flat out all the way to the next hairpin while keeping the distance you drive as short as possible. Here, you want a good exit so as to not bog down again. Then keep left as you approach the double hairpin. Again, you can use a bit of slip angle, but not too much, and then go as straight as possible to the finish line to drive as little distance as possible. After a while, I wanted to battle with Bob, so I waited for him to catch up to me. After passing him, we kept driving for around 3 laps until eventually the checkered flag was raised.